Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. A beautiful fake. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. Big sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Pass caught right side by Loveland. There he goes right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Kirsten Loveland, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them with 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good. We're up Bears.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they go. Pickens. And down inside the 40 or at the 38. The Bears at 5-7 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pickens. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
To throw, it's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Over the middle is going to find Burden. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. He really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting, instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Smith will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gilmore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To the air, Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to the Porter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gilmore. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And it's caught on the right side of Smith. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is caught. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. Romaduzzi, 51 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Step right by team. Come Cowboys.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, they adjusted themselves, and picked up the first down.
Number 21, ball carrier.
Number 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Number 6. Brings up
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Left Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Lions.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Open target. Here's Matthews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run on first down. Gilmore. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Back to throw. These guys man, it's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they'll want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. To throw, Williams. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Second half begins with a run by Smith. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be
the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hand off up the middle. Perkins. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding Pickens for another catch. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that have been run against them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Gilmore. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down right near the 47.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And quick throw here. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. And somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What is up?
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. There goes a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll score out a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he was caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the
rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready? Hawk 7, Hawk 7, go!
Off the RPO, he completes it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Set up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
They'll try and throw for him. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
What is up?
To the air, Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
What is up?
On first down, Pickens. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Completes this one to Pickens. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Now a give, right side. Pickens. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Go! 70 Timberwolf.
And they take a knee.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but